What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sang, and today we're going to be talking about Mr. Kanye West, also known, he goes by Ye now. Recently, over the weekend, he did an interview with Drink Champs, and a lot of good things came out of that interview, right? But the one thing that everybody seems to be focused on is his comments on George Floyd, right? Basically, what Ye ended up saying, well, you know what? Better yet, I'm going to play the clip, and then you can hear it for yourself, so let's go ahead and get into it.
I watched the George Floyd documentary that Candace Owens put up. One of the things that his two roommates said was, they want a tall guy like me. They want a tall guy like me. And the day when he died, he said a prayer for, 8 minutes. Mm-hmm. He said a prayer for 8 minutes. They hit him with the fentanyl. If you look, the guy's knee wasn't even on his neck like that. When he said mama is his girlfriend. They said he screamed for his mama. Mama was his girlfriend. It's in the documentary. But something that hit me, that fucked me up when I was watching the documentary, and it said, they want a tall guy like me. When I looked at that image of him, this tall black dude with the bald head, he reminded me of somebody else. Who do you think he reminded me of?
Virgil.
He reminded me of Virgil.
Okay. The only reason I'm going to end it right there, because then at that point he starts talking about Virgil, and it has nothing to do with George Floyd anymore. Now, the reason people are up in arms, we all know how George Floyd died. We saw him, at least what kept getting circulated throughout the media, right, was that this cop, Derek Chauvin, I'm going to bring up a news article, but he basically had him pinned to the ground, and his knee was on his neck. And because George Floyd died, that had caused riots. That might have really been the beginning of that whole Black Lives Matters movement, just skyrocketing and taking off from there. Now, one key point we need to remember from this clip, he stated off saying, I watched the Candace Owens documentary, and then he went into talking about George Floyd. Everything he was saying, he got because it was said in her documentary. Now, I haven't watched it yet. I actually plan on watching it. And if you also are interested in watching it, it's going to be on Daily Wire Plus. I think it's if you put a code in, it should be $8 for the month. And once it's done, if you don't want to stay there, just cancel it for the month, You could also catch What is a Woman on there, too. That's also a very good documentary. But that's neither here nor there. That's back to this. So he said that clip got passed around. Of course, people that didn't watch the whole 3-hour interview, it's just how could he say that about George Floyd? Even though he's basically just saying what he saw in a documentary, right? So I found an article that also talks about it. And once again, right here, I watched the George Floyd documentary that Candace Owens put out. One of the things that his two roommates said was that they want a tall guy like me, and the day that he died, he said a prayer for 8 minutes. They hit him with the fentanyl. If you look, the guy's knee wasn't even on his neck like that. Now, there were 2 autopsy reports that came out at the time. One stating that fentanyl was in his system, and then the family personally got one done that was stating that he ended up dying because of the pressure on his neck. What do I think personally happened? I think 2 things can be true at once. I mean, he could have been ODing off fentanyl, because he was, prior to getting twirled out and tossed to the ground and all that, he was reacting kind of crazy in the cop car. So he could have been ODing or going through it or whatnot. Should the officer still have handled it how he handled it? No. 2 things can be correct at once. So I just want y'all to look at it at both sides. I'm not saying one is right and one is wrong. I'm just saying 2 things can occur together. Because he said that, one thing I wanted to show to you is that civil rights attorney Lee Merritt, who has represented the Floyd family, tweeted Sunday that they are considering legal action against Mr. West. While one cannot defame the dead, the family of George Floyd is considering suit for Kanye's false statements about the manner of his death, claiming Floyd died from fentanyl, not the brutality established criminally and civilly undermines and diminishes the Floyd family's fight. Now, here's my thing. Knowing that Kanye said he got that information from watching the Candace Owens documentary, why are you not going after Candace Owens? Her documentary is the one putting the information out. Why not just go after her? Because every person that sees it can just say what Kanye said. You know what I'm saying? So why are you directly going after him? I'll tell you why. Remember the video I just did on Alex Jones? And I was like, oh, they're hitting him with all this money. Not because he has it or anything. They're making an example out of him. So the next time somebody wants to talk a little bit too loud about something, whether it's true or not, they are going to take you to court and make you pay for it. Ye has stated multiple times throughout the media, recently, past couple months, I'm the richest black man in America. I'm a billionaire. You can't stop me. They're going to figure out how to stop him. I promise you. They're going to figure out with this lawsuit what they can get out of him. It doesn't even matter that, like, when all this happened, he gave the family, like, a couple mil to, like, help them and get the foundation and all that stuff. Mind that, like, none of that matters because now he's just repeating what he said in a documentary and all of a sudden it's like, how dare you put that out in the world? He didn't. Candace Owens did. It's in her documentary. Why aren't you going after her? That makes no sense to me, but it does. After we did the Alex Jones video, it makes all the sense in the world. They're going to silence this man. They're going to try to figure out how to silence him in court. They're probably going to figure out if they can take him, if it's even possible to take him for what they took Alex Jones for, man. They're going to figure it out. They're going to figure all of this out. But I just wanted to give you guys, like, a video on what's been happening over the weekend, the news that's been going on. Also, if you haven't seen the Drink Champs interview with Kanye, I highly recommend watching it. It gets, my whole thing with Drink Champs is, like, n.o.r.e, like, somebody could be in the middle of good conversation, and n.o.r.e just, like, comes out of nowhere and derails it into something completely irrelevant, which is really annoying, or he'll, like, double back on something that was talked about already. I don't know, I mean, maybe he's drunk. That's the whole point of Drink Champs, is to get, like, drunk while talking. Maybe so. DJ Effin does a way better job of trying to keep things on track and keep people, like, focused, but I think that's, like, my one issue, especially because it's, like, a 3-hour interview, too. So, if you've never seen Drink Champs before, I'm just letting you know. That's what you have to deal with n.o.r.e, because it's his show, alright? But, outside of that, if you want to see me do more videos like this one, let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss when I drop a video. If I have to miss a day or a time slot, any of that, the only way I can update you at the moment is through all my social media. So, if you're not following me over there, make sure to hit the links in the description box below. So until next time, you already know who it is. It's Sang.